Hello there, we're going for a pre-Christmas tour of what's out so far. And this is Mom's little kitchen window downstairs. And I just wanted you to see it. And now we're headed outside. We just finished shoveling. Maggie won't be too excited and this is how Mom sits at the computer. Now, she had her 99th birthday. She said it was 66. Turn them upside down. So this is how she sits playing one of her card games. She plays a couple different ones. And over here is the puzzle she's working on. And it was a hard one. So let's go outside. You stay with Grandma. Yeah, you stay with Grandma, be good girl. Okay. On our front door, this is the wreath. I made it years ago. Styrofoam pine cones and then just glued tons of little things I picked up at the thrift store. Little wooden treasures. So, nothing too exciting here. We had a blow-up snowman and he's disappeared, so this is our front door. And it's snowing. We shoveled today, and Maggie likes to be at the window in here. Yeah, I figured she'd be there. Okay. We just finished shoveling. It snowed most of the night, I think. It was probably about 3 inches. Just want to show you down here, and it was slippery yesterday, so I'll be careful. I want to get blow-up presents for the wagon, but I haven't found any yet, but I thought that would just be so nice. So I got 2 wreaths for the wheels of the bike, and because it snowed, she's covered. And our big light behind her, it lights up every night with a really pretty light. So yeah, I think some blow-up presents would be really nice. So now I'll take you around the back. Ooh, yeah, there was the ice. Yesterday Jack had to pull me up there. There's our eagle we made a couple years ago. He does pretty good. I knock a bit of snow off of him. Jack does the whole front and to the gate here, and then the rest is my territory. But since we put in this sort of plastic mud grids, it's so easy to clear. I have a big snow plow thing and I just come down and a couple swipes, it's done. So, and we turn that on in the morning when it's still dark when we get up. And there's Mom's window from outside. Okay. We'll go in. Show you inside. Okay. Sorry if you just got the tree there. Okay. I picked orange and a lemon yesterday. They're very small. The lemons aren't bad, but the oranges are small, but they're delicious. They're blood oranges. They're delicious. So this is our scenery. Yeah. Okay. I just want to go in and then I'll show you. So I clean this trail and this trail and up to the greenhouse, and I do over to the patio, and those are my tools right there. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll get back to you shortly. Hi everybody! Nice to see you. I'm in from shoveling And I put these bells on just for fun because we were at the thrift store a few days ago and Jack saw this little box. It had never been opened for $2.50 and there was all these bells. And each one, they play, I think, 25 Christmas songs and we hung them above the table. And each bell rings for the different notes. And I had to put it on for a minute, but give me a minute and I'll shut it off for you. There we go. Okay, so got in from shoveling and I have some good news for you because first it wasn't good news because the latest video I also got one of those nasty letters and that was 2 in a row and I think there was a third one that somehow was my greenhouse one and I took it down. But anyway, so I was pretty upset, so I hunted all over. I am not that good with a computer. That's why you don't see all these fancy put in words and different things on my video. I'm not that good with a computer, like anybody can do this. So I thought, that's it, I'm going to get in touch with YouTube because this is ridiculous. So I went in all different places and then I finally found this place where you could, somebody that has videos on YouTube could talk on a chat by typing back and forth to somebody. So I got somebody and they say like, what is the problem? I said, well, I've had 2 warnings and with 3 you can delete my channel and I see nothing wrong with my videos. And I said, and there's a place to go in and find out what it is, but my computer won't let me in there because Jack has Linux on ours and they're pretty fussy about letting things in. And we chatted back and forth as he asked me different questions and he said, can you give me 5 minutes to go look? And he came back and he said, I need 5 more minutes. I'm like, oh boy. He comes back and he says, I see nothing wrong with your videos. We have nothing. He said, can you send me a screenshot of the email letters you got? Which I did. He digested them and then he says, you know, this has come from Yahoo. Anything that comes from Yahoo is, and I couldn't even find where it said Yahoo, but he said, it is definitely not from us. And we're going to try and figure out what is going on because it's not good. And I felt better, but all that time worrying. That just shows you should never worry about things that haven't happened because who knows if they will happen. Anyway, the shoveling's done. It's snowing, but we wanted to get ahead on it because it's getting warmer and we don't want heavy snow to shovel. So I've done that and I wanted to give you the good news, and it's just a kind of short video because I'm going to show you one big surprise I'm happy about with my orchids, how they're spiking, and I wonder if they're actually going to be ready for Christmas or New Year. So we'll have a look. I see one could bloom for Christmas. Time is going by too fast. It seems to go by very fast. Anyway, I finished my painting. Oh, just a second. Okay. Before I show you my painting and give you a little tour, I want to tell you, okay, I had this house frame I got for $2 at the thrift store. And I sort of could picture that it's kind of like looking in the window of a house. So in the very bottom of the painting, I tried to put the floor of the house, but in the house, they're looking out their windows. And quite often, Japanese people, from what I've been reading, have circle windows and rectangular windows. And I found this meaning The circle window on the left is named the window of spiritual enlightenment. It represents an innocent figure without any prejudices, and it's the final stage of spiritual enlightenment. Gives me goosebumps. Anyway, and the rectangle shape expresses a human's life. The four corners of the rectangle express the four pains people cannot avoid in their lives. Now, are you ready for this? To be born, to get old, to get sick, and to die. I thought, oh my God. But anyway, I looked it up. I found that in some meaning. And so in my painting, I did a circle window as the Japanese people are looking out their windows. And I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you a surprise orchid that's spiking, and how the last one's doing that's probably going to have a terminal spike. So just a quick video lets you know I'm still here, and I feel so much better. So let's go on that little tour. I'll give you a close-up of the table. I should do that because some people have asked, did Jack make the addition to the table? And I'll tell you what he did. We had this piece of plastic, and it's about this thick. It was free at a garage sale one year, and we hadn't used it. And he traced the shape of the table on a piece of paper, and then he went down and he cut it to fit that. And this table is very heavy, like 4 people need to carry it. It is heavy because it's, I remember I went into this local store and the price on it was $400, and it had some scratches, it was missing some things, and I bought it because I just liked it, but it's heavy. So he measured that, and then what he did over here is he put on each side a 2x2. I forget the good glue he used, but he used real good glue. And then it just sits on the ledge and it runs across, and we get 4 extra people. Now I have this sort of set for 4, but we use these bar stools here. And you can actually, if you need, 3 more, you could go 1, 2, 3. So that's 12 people, but we're going to have 9, so that's what I've done here. So he did really good, and he even put some maple leaves in here. He painted them, but I think I don't know if they're actually going to show up in here. I don't know, you might see a tad of them. He put 2 maple leaves here. So he did that. And then I got the wreath around the fireplace. And now I'll show you the up-to-date over here. Oh, I'll show you the painting when we go back the other way. So here, of course, Valsogo Vivian, the little peloric. Yeah, she is actually getting a nice little spike in there. And she's so happy, I can tell she is. And there's a nice spike, but, are we looking at flowers opening by Christmas? I don't know. So, Georgia Pearl is doing good. And it's been cold. I have nothing back by the windows because we had like -15 winds and cold, cold, cold. So, and these ones are about to open. So let's go over here. I got to practice my Christmas music. I've been too darn busy. So this is the one I put in the glass jar, everybody. So it seems to be doing okay, with the holes. So there's a this is a new one too. I noticed on watering day, Mini Mart has a tiny little spike coming. And I'm not that happy with her leaves or anything, so I'm hoping this coming growing season I get 2 leaves out of her. So, and up here, of course, we got a big spike over this side. And then over here where I had left a branch, we have some coming. So this one, I decided on a couple to leave some branches, and there's a good flower coming starting, but Christmas, I'm not too sure if we'll make Christmas. So then here I just put a few little things. Okay. Some things I haven't got working that I'm going to still use. And everything in our little terrarium is doing really good. And I'm still waiting for Horella reticula to open this little flower. But there's one little thing that scares me because it looks so brown here. I don't know what happened in between the stem. Looked like she got hurt or... But anyway, everything else is doing really well. And I had bought this cover, and it's starting to crawl all over. I'll probably end up pulling some of it out at some time. It's doing really good. And we are getting new roots on the Dendrobium wasseli. So no other signs of flowers, but doing good that way. And this one here, in the next year it might lose a leaf, I don't know, but it's got so many leaves. In 2 weeks will they be open? Well, they'll be a lot bigger, but open. And of course this is the one that got the fat, but it's healthy. It never even got limpy leaves on the change from moss to bark. So this one here, it has just such a real huge spike coming. Now this one, it might open by Christmas and still keep getting flowers. These two have smaller, and there's another big one coming out of this one. Now this one I think may open for Christmas. Now these are so old. Can you see in here how many spikes have previously been on this orchid? A lot, both sides. But not one this year. I think it overdid itself, but they're all the same. They were all put in at the same time. But these two have nice spikes. So, this one has a spike. And this is the one that I think is going to be its final thing. There's a close-up of how long that funnel shape is. But nothing is soggy. Nothing is floppy. It's staying good that way. And I'm just watering it once a week. And it is very dry here. If I have the misters going, I can keep it about 45. Otherwise, it's way down about 30, even the upper 20s. So yes, we're dry. And I try to mist them once a day. But you know, you get busy and... Oh, my painting. Okay, here's my painting. The frame was $2 at the church's thrift store. And I did kind of put a little light coat of paint on it. And then I put some GAC 800 golden. It's a you can use it for pores too. But just to protect it a little, because it was real rough around the edges. It's not noticeable now. And so this is supposed to be a table. This is inside floor of the house. And they're looking out their window, at the rectangle window. And way into the back you can see. Anyway, it was interesting, but it's 2 sheets of glass there. So painting of the screen and the actual shape of the windows is on the back of the top glass. And the second piece of glass has a painting with only a little bit on the back of it. So that's it. And one last window to go. Spider plant's still doing good. I'm happy with it. It's getting more leaves at the top now, so we'll see how they get over time. And so the misters are going good here. And we have a spike here and here. Nothing over the other side. And of course these two are spiking. And I thought I saw another spike coming on one of these, and I could be mistaken, so we'll wait and see. So, and this is the one that got broke, and then it sent off a little side shoot. Not as big and strong as the first original one that I broke. And here, this is the one I almost lost to mold, fungus. And I cut off quick enough that nothing else happened. I lost the leaf, not thinking it would actually spike, but it is spiking. It does have a spike there. So that's it for today, everybody. And yes, this is our little tree. From outside you think it's a big tree, but it's just a little tree. There'll be more presents in tree, I think. So it's my little nativity. And I should shut those off, but wow, it's definitely winter here in Salmon Arm. Isn't it, Maggie? Maggie's on her perch. Are you a good girl? Do the kisses. Have you got kisses for everybody? Have you? Oh, kisses? Yeah, Maggie, you got kisses for Mom? Bye, everybody.